Here we go, circuit number 2, and in this one we're going to be using this bottom set of pulleys for all of our lifts. This is the squat pulleys, the ground pulleys, whatever you want to call them. We're also going to be using this seat attachment here. Our first lift, we're going to be doing a back cross fly where we're going to be lying flat on our bench and extending our arms out wide. After that, then we're going to go into some hip extensions and then finally some shoulder raises. So these are some tough lifts, and as a result, I'm going to be dropping my weight a little bit. 50 pounds is the heavy weight setting, which is what I'll be doing. 30 pounds for medium, 20 pounds for light, and adjust as needed. So with that, let's get our weight racked up and let's get into that circuit. All right, your handles should be run through this bottom set of pulleys that you normally use for squats, and I've got 50 pounds of power rods racked up. I've also left this seat attachment here on my machine, and our first lift is going to be a lying back fly. So for this, you are going to lie down on your machine just like you're doing a leg curl, except there's no weight set up there. You're just going to grab these handles underneath your body here, and then you're going to cross them behind you or underneath you, and then you're going to extend these handles out wide just like this here. All right, everybody join me here. Feel that squeeze in your back, and let's go. Should feel a nice squeeze in your shoulder blades as you extend out. All right, so we got 25 seconds between sets here, and so we got to keep moving. For this now, our next set is going to be a hip extension. So you're going to have to open up this nice and wide and just shove your shoe or your foot right through it. And then you're going to stand up here, and then you're going to extend this out wide. And so I like to kind of balance myself on the leg extension. And all you're trying to do is, in control, bring that hip out. And just do a nice smooth extension. After this, we're just going to spin around and do the other hip. All right, not a lot of time here, so you got to move. We're going to be opening up that handle. Shove your shoe or your foot right through it, and then get in position. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Now let's kick out. Get that hip extension going. And this is a nice balanced circuit here, because after this, we're really working our hips and our legs here. We're going to do some shoulder raises up after this. All right, nice. So be careful as you do this, as you pull your foot out, and then your hips might be a little tired. Careful stepping over the bench. You're going to grab your handles then, and then you're going to be just raising them up to shoulder height out in front of you, just like this. All right, everybody join me. Bring up to shoulder height. Take it nice and smooth. Ten more seconds. All right. So now we're going to run those 4 exercises back. So we're going to be lying on our stomach again here for some cross back flies here. Here we go. Extend those arms out wide and feel this in your shoulder blades. You'll feel the control and the power that you get in this motion. This is a tough one, but it makes you feel real strong. All right, hip extensions. Open up those handles. Shove your foot right on through. And here we go. Extend that hip out. Fifteen more seconds. Now, hip extensions, I love doing these. These are a really good exercise on this machine. Let's switch to the other side. Let's get all in position. As I was saying though, hip extensions really underrated. Hip flexibility and mobility help with just a lot of functional movements. You know, just walking around day to day, going upstairs, and if you're more athletic, can help with your stride when running, or also with jumping. Just loosen up those hips and strengthen them up. This is also good for your knees as well, actually. Strengthen up your, I think it's your MCL. All right, shoulder raises up next. That was it for hip extensions. Got to be careful stepping over this bench though after those. All right, now let's get in position. We got this shoulder extension, another one after that, and some more back flies. And then we can call it a day, or call it a full circuit here. Get those hands up. All right, so now we're going back onto our back for some cross back flies here. Last one of these. You all know how it goes. Extend those arms out as far as they'll go and feel that squeeze in your shoulder blades. For a little more difficulty, hold it out wide just for a second or two and then retract. All right, final lift of the circuit, and that is going to be our seated shoulder raise. So for this last round, we skip those hip extensions and we go right to our shoulder raises here. So again, seated here, and then raise those handles up. I like bringing them, just straight up and down. So my hands are kind of lined up with these pulleys. Take it nice and smooth. All right. That was the final set of this circuit. If this is your last one of the day, don't forget to rack up your pulleys. Otherwise, I'll see you back in just a moment for the next circuit.